Imagine this, you've just finished the whole book, 1,000 pages in one day, instead of all those peasants spending months on the same book and not making a single drop of progress. I've never wanted to spend hours reading. I wanted to spend time doing things I was actually interested in. And as Bill Gates said, a lazy person will always find the best way to do something. And so I found the 5 best strategies to read faster, and listen, as if you miss just one of them, it'll halve your reading speed. Number 1, the 80-20 rule. It applies to everything, including the rest of these tips in this video. I read a book on it right here, and basically it says that 80% of the results you get come from 20% of the work you do, like reading. Like even inside that very book, 80% of the information comes from just 20% of the pages. Many books spam you with examples for the same piece of advice, so you can always just speed past that. And when you encounter that gold mine of advice, slow down a little to let your brain process it all. You could watch 4 other videos, but all the information you need is right here. Number 2, remove your internal monologue. You know that voice in your head when you're reading, right? It limits the speed you read. Your eyes can process that information faster. Like when you see a road sign, you don't actually read what's on it, right? Your brain just processes it. For the 3rd tip, we're going back to kindergarten, boys. Remember when your teacher asked you to put your finger on the word you're reading, right? Yeah, here's why it works. Look straight and move your eyes as smoothly as you can. It's very jittery, I know. Now hold your finger in front of you, and you'll notice your eyes are way smoother. If you're trying to read at 500 words a minute, this really does make all the difference, bro. So now you're speeding through all those books, right? But none of it will matter if you don't bloody remember what you read, man. The last chapter of a book you read, summarize it for me right now. Exactly. I've asked so many people that question, and literally nobody can answer it. So here's how you engage your brain and force it to remember. Use this 2-step 2-2 rule. At the end of every 2 pages, right, summarize those 2 pages in 2 sentences. Even if it was just another example, write it down. This quite literally forces your brain to remember it. You'd be so surprised how damn effective this is, bro. The 5th tip is about the cone of learning. According to it, doing the real thing is at the top when you remember it the most. Whenever you learn a valuable lesson on a book, take action on it. Make a small change in your life related to that lesson. That's how your brain remembers it. Even if it's not really a life lesson, if you want to remember something, do an action that your brain will relate to that lesson. This video right here is way better than the one you just watched, so go click that right now. It will actually change your life. See you there, brother.